I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is October 8th, Tuesday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So like we discussed yesterday to the T, we outlined that we would try to push up here and come out for that liquidity here that was built. All that right there, all that liquidity that was built right there as well. And also in the beginning of the day from yesterday's Monday. And then ultimately trying to get reached to this previous week's high, right? So when I took the trade here yesterday, it was a great idea. It almost panned out. We did reach up to this level right here. Oops. We did reach to this level here, but then we failed. For forex factory, I didn't see that, but there was a stupid news at 6:30, and sure enough, man, they came down one more time. So I'm looking at the 15-minute, I bought right here, and we were at a 60. I'm sorry, we were at a 70, and then out of nowhere, man, they dropped the fucking price at 6:30, which is ridiculous. What are these guys even talking about? But I was mentioning getting these lows right here from Friday's Asia lows right there, and sure enough, we did that. We even tagged that low. But when we do the measurement here with from the low to high to retrace back, it came to a 79. So I might as well just do it since we're talking about it. And no big deal. See how we hit the 69 right there? I'm sorry, 69. 79. You see how we're right there? Boy, this is how these videos get long, which I'm gonna do something different. You can see here, right there, beautiful. Hit that 79, and I mentioned it yesterday that's probably what's gonna happen. I mean, the idea I had was right, but this was the third drive down, right? And it is what it is. I did it because of the fact that it was at the end of the day, and then the Asia could have just rolled right up like this, right? And then we would have had all this higher. So, but hey, I didn't realize the FOMC had some stupid conversation at 6:30. That's why you got to be aware of what you're doing. But at the same time, no big deal. It was a beautiful day after that. So pretty much, we rated. And what's crazy? Let me actually show you this. What's crazy is that because when this happened, I was with my wife, and she's feeling sick, and she's got a surgery tomorrow. So I was cooking today, and yesterday, I'm sorry. And sure enough, dude, I didn't see this, and I was like, motherfucker. And I would have tried to catch probably this right here when the bodies are respecting 50% of this wick. Can you see that? Pretty much here, you see that? See that level right there? And then they rated one more time. Dirty, right? Lower quadrant. But then we came back up, and man, I put a fucking limit order yesterday. Right, dude. I put it. If you look on the 15-minute, I put it on this low right here. I put it right here, cause I right here. I put it right here, and I wanted them to dip into it, and then take the liquidity and then run up, and look where we came to. Let me screenshot. We came right here. I was like, no way. I was fucking pissed this morning. Cause that was a but when I got stopped out yesterday, by the way, it was stopped out in profit. So it's no big deal. This is the game. I'm playing the game. I understand the game, right? This is that bottom. This is that higher low from here, right? We're still respecting that weekly gap and balance, but man, I put the damn thing right here, and something told me just put it a little higher, which was 50% of this level, which also I was thinking of just tagging the bottom of this gap that we're in, and sure enough, dude, it missed it. And I woke up like, no way. So if that was the case, I would have just held it instead of getting in here. I would have just held it to this high at minimum, and then possibly the previous day's high right there. So those were my two goals for today. That was the game plan, and sure enough, it panned out beautifully. And we're still going up now, which is gorgeous. And I also could have held it to this 2 to 2.5 that I got outlined. So when that we had that extra raid right here, I ended up doing the measurement from here to here. That swing, you can see on the 15-minute pretty clear here, right? From there to there, right? Beautiful. Up to the 2 to 2.5, and we're in there now, right? So beautiful. Anyways, so how would you would have been a participant in this day? For me, very simple. This was a beautiful day. The only dangling carrot here though was that 50% of the opening range gap didn't get hit. But here's a learning lesson here too. We are already inside an imbalance. So this here, we're already in that. See that? We're already in that. Now, if you were thinking about coming here, then I'm not mad at you, because this is a straight push up, and but at the same time, this imbalance got respected, right? So here, if you were thinking 930 was going to push it down to this low, that's kind of pushing it. Now, getting back into here, I ain't mad at you. That's very, very obvious to clean that liquidity right there, very close to each other. Plus, you got 50% of the opening range gap. I totally get it. And you have this gap itself. Maybe tag this gap one more time. But it was so bullish, and this is the learning lesson here. It was so bullish that it couldn't even break the top 25% quadrant, right? So that if you're very bullish, that's what you want to see. So again, back to this 15-minute imbalance, we're already sitting in it here. Then we push up, we make a new high. So we get a retracement back. Where? Well, we get it now into this 5-minute, this 15-minute imbalance. Well, you could refine that to a 5-minute too. But so there's this 15-minute as well, this 9 a.m., right? So that 9 a.m. is dragged out, and you could see, now let me transfer back to the 1 minute. Let me just fix this. You'll see that, you can see all that, right? It's kind of hard to fit all this. But you can see that we're the bodies are respecting that gap, right? Even if you went to a 1 minute and you refined it that much, you'd have to do this. And then you can see that, boom, 50% right there. So you pick your poison. However, but what's going on is what's logic, is what's powerful here, right? So that being said, we're respecting that level. And then the first imbalance, which is this 935, I got it in green. It's dragged out. Look at the bodies respecting that very nicely as well. I also had this inversion imbalance too, this 939. So I got that dragged out with this right here. You can see that. Can't miss that, right? So I have that dragged out because now, then once we're up here, you can see the bodies respecting there. We're kind of tagging there. It's not that serious. But what matters is this imbalance here. So mark your fucking chart, man. Mark your chart, dude. Mark your chart. Mark your chart. Mark your chart. Okay? Because if you're not marking these imbalances while they're forming, okay, breakaway gap right here, pushing up. We get to this imbalance right here. It is 10 o'clock. Now it's 10 o'clock. So you got the 4-hour continuing right here. This candle right there. And literally we retrace back. Look very carefully here. See the bottom of 10 o'clock though? See the bottom of the 10 o'clock 1 minute candle? Look how we tag it gently. Why? Because there's no wick right there. But we're still pretty much inside this imbalance. Plus, if you were to move that imbalance to the 15-minute, the one below, we technically end up tagging it. This is a signature that's very, very common. You see how you see this? Look at these. You see this? You see this imbalance right here to here? See this? You see how it tags with that little candle right there? You see that, right? We'll blow it up. See how it tags it right there and takes off? It's very common, especially when it's very bullish. So again, bottom half not rated. You can see the RSI flow sitting on the top 50%. This is how I see the market, and it's beautiful, man. I mean, to the point where it's awesome, man. But pushes up here. Now we have these gaps right here, And yes, they look funky right here. I know there's a lot stacked on each other, but because they built a new this week's opening gap on top of these gaps. So obviously for some, if you ask me, I feel like they do that on purpose as well, just to make it more confusing for people who are using gaps maybe, or it's just a very high confluence area, and these zones are like useful in the future, right? But I'll leave that alone. But as you can see here, we have 3 gaps. Well, sorry, we have 4. Look to the left here. We have the 1 here. We have 2, 3. And in the bottom one, we have another one. That makes the 4th one, which is, you can see a little darker. So now that you see that, that's going on in the background here. Nothing crazy to explain or anything, but I'm just trying to give you the logic here, what's in the background. So this doesn't look confusing, because I know this is a little dirty. And now, I don't like it when they have that many on top of each other. But at the same time, I understand. We'll just leave that alone. It's not that serious, man. But so when we're pushing up here, we come and wipe out that high liquidity from 1030 that we made, which is sitting right here with this price action. Retrace, we pump up. Then this is another buy right here. Well, you can also use like look at this gap right here between 1025 and 1026. You see how this 1027 dips right in, and this 1029 dips right in. It's all order flow, man. These down candles holding as support. Boom. And look at this. This is a beautiful entry right here as well. This 1034. I also got into this one here. 1034, this imbalance. As you see, we are respecting. Look at the way 1041 just stopped on a dime right there. We're sitting inside that gap in the background, so that's very high confluence area. Plus, we're using this last down candle, and then to shoot up. Right, it's shooting right straight where. Well, we went from this gap. Now we're pushing up to the top gap. But above that, what's obviously the reason why we're doing that is obviously because we want to take out the previous day's high. Here, Sunday night's Asia session right there. So yeah, man, beautiful fucking day. And then what do we do? Well, we got let's take a look here. So here we got like the expansion of the higher high here, right? And then so this was all a pump, right? So where's your dump, right? Now, when I mean dump, it doesn't mean it doesn't have to come all the way back to the origins or anything. We're just saying if you're pumping up, if you're buying, then where's your retracement, right? Very simple. So it decided to come right back to this right here, pretty much. Nothing crazy. So high, and then lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So 3 drives down, very simple. Came right back to this, bought the fuck up since there, and now we're back up. So very, very, very easy day. Called it yesterday. I mean, what a nice feature. You see, I've been talking about this mentally to myself for so long. I'm like, I wish they would just have the buttons just on one chart, and I don't want it up here. That's the reason why I don't put the buttons on there, because I want to see the data. I'm trying to squeeze in 3 screens, and then they're blocking price action, and I hate that shit. And now they're smart enough to just put it on one screen, which is dope. But anyways, what do we do? Well, in this leg coming to the right, let me try to zoom out a little bit. Can you see this? Just zoom out. So this is the higher high. This is the higher low. For example, we're pushing up. We're bouncing off of these. We push up. We come right back to this gap. Bounce up. We come right to here. Then we raid. We come up, and then now we're just expanding for a new higher high. So again, man, I'm letting y'all know the day before what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like. So, when I do this, when I take trades like this, or when I talk about the price action, it's, and I know they're 30 minutes, but I know what I'm talking about, right? Like I'm not here for fun. But we've been talking about, even if I pull up the video from September 30th, you'll see that I've been talking about this price action, and we were expecting to push up. Just the way they did this was dirty, though, right? Which is what you expect, but this is very valuable for the learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look at that, man. Fucking knew it. So we're almost there, buddy. Almost there. They almost hit it. So how you like that? How do you like that? So other than that, you'll see here that we had what is this, a 5 minute, right? Yeah. So we had higher low. We had lower lows right here with Dow. I'll just leave it that color. So we had lower lows with Dow here, at the 9:30, and then we had, this is very minute, but you had to pay attention. We had higher lows. I wish I would stop doing that. We had higher lows here with Nas, and then we had lower lows right here, very faint though. So that pushed up. That was nice. So, but the game plan was bullish in general speaking, right? But then also, so this was the higher time frame, more of a shift, and then this was more of the directional of the confirmation of that shift, right? So that's how I use it, how you should use it, right? And then here, um, that why I was mentioning this is also a nice area for an entry, is because we had lower lows right here with Dow, and then higher lows here, right? So yeah, other than that, dollar again kind of sideways, but slowly pushing up here. And then let's look at Dow. Dow also rated that low, so they can pop back up here. I think we're bullish. So I don't, unless, I mean, the market wants to completely shift for the year, and and Nas is like the sleeper of the divergence of the lack of well, if I go back to this, well, this is how these videos get long. I gotta stop doing this. Sorry, I'm sure you're tired of me complaining too, but as you see, Nas is down here, so I think it's just late to the party type of thing. I don't think it's really much of a divergence where our entire recession is going to start and then we're going, which is a possibility now. Don't get me wrong, because we've got higher highs here with Nas and S&P, and I've been meaning to mention this for weeks actually, but I just didn't bother. But yeah, I don't think it's late to the. I think it's just late to the party. I don't think it's bearish. I think that we're gonna run for a while, and then the elections, and then from there we can go into a recession or some shit, right? Or we could bring the price down, but I think it's pretty strong. So, anyways, that being said, here, where was I? So Dow, yep, mentioned Dow already, and let me look at this shit. This shit looks crazy. Raid. Speakering out. It's famous. Well, that's why I was so good at the speaker pattern and the understanding, because Dow. I was originally a Dow trader, and sure enough, man. I mean, I had to conform to their manipulation so horribly. And if you play that game with Dow, you do pretty well. But anyways, what's it called? What's this here? S&P. Let's take a look here. Zoomed in. You can see that the week, yeah, real bullish, bro. Real bullish. Sorry. Even if you take a look here, I've got that drawn out. You can see this leg from here, from COVID, from here to the top here in January and the beginning of 22. This leg and this leg, I could see us coming up to this 6,000 area. At least 6,100, 6,200. Something in this world, and then I think S&P's got enough, but that's a nice expansion leg there. But yeah, bullish here, same shit. Let me see, did they yeah, they came in. They didn't take out that pool. Damn, tough, man. Let me tell you something, if you was a fucking buyer right here, I'd be pissed as fuck. You'd have to have a stop loss there. You could not get stopped out here, dude. That shit is, that shit is dirty. And anyways, nice classic buy day. So, what that looks like for me is, let me go to a 5-minute here. What that looks for me, what I want to see. Come on, bro. So you have your accumulation. And then as far as your manipulation goes, right here, this area. And then distribution, obviously with the New York distribution, but you'll see it in London, obviously. That raid was everything right there. I was like, oh, I have my stop loss right there. I mean, I have my limit order right there, you fucking bastards. So accumulation, and then phase one of accumulation here, on a buy model. So original consolidation, accumulation phase one, and then this is pretty much phase two, and then boom, straight to the target. So I don't, just so you know, as far as where we are continuing, it's just straight bullish. I've literally, well, I'm gonna draw it now. I love to do these sometimes, but um, just bear with me here. What do I expect is this. So I expect us to just keep buying, and then next week I could see us like consolidating, and then we're gonna expand again. And that's it. I mean, I'm not looking for anything complicating. Um, I could see us, constantly, little consolidations like this price action right here. See this and see this. Like I expect that here. I expect that here, here, um, and all the way to the top, all the way past this too. And then once we get up here, you know, we'll, this is how I make videos long, I guess. Then we'll continue, and then we'll come and retrace type of shit. So, all right, 21 minutes. I like that. Oh, Nvidia. I know I'm gonna miss something, and then there you go. So that's why I was talking about that manual intervention here. When we were coming down for a leg and they were just solidly pushing up, I'm like, come on, bro, I'm not buying that shit. That's why I was trying to buy where I bought. So, and if anyone thinks, oh man, he lost, if you're happy for that, then you don't get it, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm not afraid to take trades. I'm not afraid to lose. I understand. I have to trust my analysis. My analysis is pretty good in my opinion, and understand, and I would have caught that if I wasn't making fucking dinner, man. I just really didn't know about the 630 FOMC stupid shit that came out. But bottom line is this: the logic here is what's key. So technically, this would be like your three drives as well, right? So yeah, hey, I called it. I even said if it's gonna lose, I don't have to explain myself. I'm not even gonna have to do that. So then we came up here. We obviously took the rest of the opening range gap for the previous day, sealed that up as well. If you take a look here, we're also retracing back and playing around the 50% of the previous day's opening range. So beautiful, beautiful there. Some extra game for you. And yeah, man, just a beautiful day. And let's see. I know I'm missing something. We're also stuck in this this 230 from yesterday. If you drag that out, that imbalance, you'll see that this price action is literally sitting in there. Oh, I also was mentioning this too. I want to see this get inversed. If you remember that, I was talking about this imbalance right here. And sure enough, that was this one. Remember this one right here, this 245. So we came up and we never went above it. Look at the wicks. Look at them. Look all the way even all the way into Asia. We came back in and we just couldn't break above until here, until this 5 o'clock. Boom, retraces back and just gone. So it's a beautiful thing when you understand price action, man. I'll tell you, beautiful fucking thing. So you already know what the demo is for the rest. Oh, I deleted that. It's this fourth quarter. If we're following the 15-year, we're just. I expect a leg like this. You see this leg right here? I expect the same thing. Just add it to that. Literally, just add this leg to there. All right, you guys take care. And tomorrow I might not even be doing a video. I'm taking my wife to surgery, so I think I'm gonna be pretty much all day just gone. So maybe I'll be able to make the video, but I don't think I'll be trading. So we'll see what happens. But you guys take care and God bless.